fight. It's going to be a great night. Obviously, Michael Conlan back in action. And we've got some exciting fights.
Yeah, I believe so. I think Sean McComb and Zoltan Zaran is a fantastic fight for the WO European title. An undefeated Slovakian coming to win. Sean has a big test on his hands, and the building of Sean McComb throughout the start of his pro career had a massive halt against Gavin Gwynn. But when I sat down with Sean after that fight, I'd seen something in his eye that I didn't see before. He realised how hard the game was and what he had to put into it to succeed. So he had said to me that day, he's now Sean McComb 2.0, and this is the chance for him to prove it. He'll be asked a lot of questions on the night, and the fight being made for a title, his first or second opportunity for a title is his first in his home city. His first in front of a crowd, because when he lost it was during lockdown. There was a lot of factors into that loss, and he has a lot of wrongs to right on Saturday night, a lot of pressure on his shoulders also, but I think he thrives under it. And Paddy McCrory is another man who thrives under pressure, and I believe truly that this guy could be a star next year in Irish boxing. He has ridden the crest of a wave since his days fighting here in the Devonish on ticket deals to now being IBO world champion. He's a gentleman, a dream to work with, a headache sometimes, but he's a fantastic fighter, and he carries power in both hands, destruction in both hands, and people don't realise that. Floating between two weights now, and he's fighting an undefeated fighter on Saturday in a keep busy, as they say, but he wanted to be active, and that's something you have to love about a fighter. Before a big world title defence in St. Paddy's Day next year is the plan. Michael and Karim, I think, is a fascinating fight, a very intriguing fight because of where they are in their careers. Both guys were in Fight of the Years in the summer. Both came off losses in Fight of the Years in the summer and rebuilt it in their own fights in August. So they're both dreaming for world titles. Someone's dream will end on Saturday night, and that's what makes this very exciting. It creates a lot of pressure around the fight, a lot of hype around the fight because of what is on the line. It's not a world title fight on the line, not just a 10-round fight on the line. This is a career on the line for both guys, because I do believe it's very hard to come back from a loss here for either man. So it's fascinating. The styles are a great clash, because I've seen how Karim handled Jordan Gill in the last fight in his shoot box style. He has a good adjustment to that style with his speed, and Michael then has to deal with another come forward fighter with fast hands. So very intriguing fight. Karim's been here, done it before, 5-time European champion, but this is different. This is Belfast, and I believe it'll be special on Saturday.
Well, we'll hear from the fighters. We'll start with Sean McComb. This is an exciting fight, tough fight. How good is it that you're fighting for a title on Saturday night?
Yeah, it's been long overdue, I believe. As Jamie mentioned, that a bit of a setback with Gavin Gwynn, and there was a lot of factors in that. A lot of things to take into consideration. It was lockdown, there was a lot going on, and now I've just completely put that behind me. I'm with a new coach in Pete Taylor, new stable. And finally, I know now exactly what my style of boxing is. And this is the most consistently I've been doing that in my career as a professional. And there's no perfect time in now than the time now to have a title fight.
And it's a tough fight. He's had just as many knockouts on his record as you've had fights. He's undefeated. What do you feel you bring that his previous opponents haven't in order to get the win?
This is new territory completely for Osadan. He's come to Belfast firstly, where the atmosphere is unbelievable. Even me boxing and the experience I have on the undercard and way down the undercard, the atmosphere is still unbelievable. And that's going to be new territory for him. Also new territory for myself, but I'll thrive on it. I'll thrive on the crowd, I'll thrive on the atmosphere and the support that I receive from the Belfast crowd. And then when we're talking boxing, he's never been in the ring with a 6-foot southpaw who can box, who can fight, who can box middle distance, and I believe I'm the universal fighter, so it's new territory completely for him.
What does winning this fight and winning this title do for your career? You know, Jamie mentioned this is sort of 2.0 version. What will this title do for your career?
It'll make me recognised within a governing body in the WBO. Right now, I know I belong in the top tier of boxing, in the elite level with them fighters. The better the opponent, the better I'll be. I've good boxing IQ, and I believe that a good win here puts me in the top 15, and then my name will be recognised within them rankings. And then from there, I'm hoping to open massive doors for massive fights.
What's your prediction for how the fight goes on Saturday night?
I believe I'm going to send Osadan back to Slovakia with a cauliflower arse.
Well, best of luck, Sean.
Cheers, thank you.
Right, we're going to move to Paddy McCrory, the new IBO World Champion. Paddy, have you got used to that yet?
Yeah, listen, it was a great time in Germany, and I won the title. I was expecting to win the title. And it's just another day. I didn't call up like all the fuss of it, so I didn't.
And you're out again on Saturday. You know, you're wanting to stay active. Is that the plan? You still feel like you're learning in your career, even though you are now an IBO World Champion?
Yeah. So I'm only pro 5 years. I've only had 15 fights. So it's another fight. It's another chance, a camp to learn, and. Like I'm 34, but I feel like I'm still learning, and I'm getting better each fight. So again, it's another fight. It's another chance to get better.
And the fact that you're back fighting in Belfast, and you're going to have the sort of home comforts again.
Yeah, listen, this is Mick's 4th or 5th fight in Belfast, and I think I've been on from the first show. I think I'm like boxing every one, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a pleasure to fight on his cards. The atmosphere is always great, and I think my fan base is building off the back of it.
The talk of your defence next in the new year, you're being linked to a lot of different names, Lyndon Arthur being one. Is that the type of fight that you're wanting for your defence in the new year? A big sort of step-up fight?
Yeah, so there's loads of options at super middleweight as well, so I think we need to sit down and speak and see what's best for me. But to be mentioned was like big names, and there's even bigger names than that. It's perfect for a massive show on St. Paddy's Day. It'll be a co-main event. Again, like with Mick, it's going to be very, very special.
So is that when we're going to see you next St. Paddy's weekend?
Well, I hope so, yeah.
Perfect, well, best of luck.
Thank you.
On Saturday night. Right, now we move to the main event, and Karim Guerfi is 5-time European champion. He's used to coming to the backyard of fighters, being the away fighter. What did you make of this fight when it got offered to you against Michael Conlan?
Career is also about opportunities. So after this Saturday, he will see.
Right, move over to Michael Conlan and his trainer Adam Booth. Michael, this fight is a tough fight. We all know what Karim has achieved in his career. What made you want this particular fight now?
Watching Karim this year against Jordan Gill, I thought he was very impressive, and I thought he would be a good opponent for December. Well, once he was put to me, Jamie says, "What do you think about this guy?" I says, "Yeah, no problem. He's a good fight. He's a tough guy." I've watched him throughout his career. First I remember seeing him was when he KO'd Ram Farag a load of years ago. So I have known of him. I know his strengths, his weaknesses, and I'm fully prepared to face him on Saturday.
Adam, preparing Mick for this fight, as he says, it's a tough fight, but what have you seen in the sort of comeback since the summer and his preparations for this fight?
There's been a constant improvement in Mick for the last 2.5 years, and since his world title fight and since his fight against in his last time out, there's been progression again, and he's not finished evolving as a fighter and improving his game. And what he needs is capable, experienced competition that comes with desire Now, Karim Guerfi, I've known for a long time because at one point he was potentially an opponent for Ryan Burnett at bantamweight. So I've watched Karim Guerfi for a long time. And against Jordan Gill, he was absolutely dominant until he just got a bit foolishly complacent and lost with one shot. So we know that Karim brings the test that is going to bring out the elements in Mick that we know are world class.
Mick, do you see this fight as a potential banana skin? You and Jamie have both spoke about the next fight, you're wanting a world title fight. This is a tough fight. Is this a potential banana skin for you?
Always. This in every single fight now is a potential banana skin. Every fight, you know, anybody facing me wants to come to win, and you know, Karim is no different. He's going to come to win. A loss for me, no matter who it is against now, is bad. So I need to just keep winning, and especially if I want to be fighting for world titles again, I need to be taking guys out of like Karim Guerfi. It's, you know, it's what I'm expected to do, what I need to do, and I believe I will do.
And this fight, you believe, sets you up perfectly for a world title fight early 2023?
Yeah, March, St Patrick's Day, Belfast, New York, wherever it's going to be. We look to be fighting for a world title in March, but I'm not overlooking Karim Guerfi by any means, because if I don't beat him, all of that is gone.
Karim, how do you see the fight going on Saturday night?
Ce que je veux faire, c'est déranger Michael. Je veux le faire sortir de sa zone de confort et aller dans un combat dur.
Yes, he will fight really hard this Saturday. He's going to get out of his comfort zone and he'll make it really, really a big fight.
What's your prediction for the outcome of the fight? Do you see it going the distance?
Prédiction, j'aime pas prédire les choses, mais en tout cas, ça va être un dur combat.
He's saying that he doesn't like predictions, but he knows it's going to be a very, very difficult one for others.
Mick, same question to you. How do you see the fight going and a prediction for the outcome?
I believe I'll put a dominant performance on Saturday night. I believe I'll knock Karim Guerfi out.
Okay, and any final words for each other?
No, good luck. Bonne chance.
Good luck.
Bonne chance.
Right, before we finish, we're going to let the main event fighters face off in front of the stage.